Good evening, everyone. Yes. Applause for yourselves. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David Rosenblum. I'm Dean of the Herb Alfred School of Music at CalArts, which is responsible for this extraordinary weekend. And I have been hearing over and over, where can you go to spend a weekend and hear the range of extraordinarily inspiring, high-quality world music and dance, except right here. And it has been fantastic. And thank you to all of you who have come to share with us this first time that we have experimented with making this kind of big weekend event. So next year, get your hotel room and just plan to come and spend 3 days and just live through this music. It's been really, really extraordinary. This is the 7th, actually the 8th, because there was an extra spontaneous concert this afternoon, 8 events on this weekend. This is an extraordinary one. Well, first of all, though, I want to say thank you to some of the helpers who help us make this possible, our media sponsors, The Signal, the SCB Beacon, KPFK Radio, and Yamaha Corporation and Embassy Suites that helps us with our visiting artists. So thanks to all of them, and thanks to everybody who has worked so hard to make this happen. I want to call your attention to the table over there in the corner, where you can buy, and it's cheap too, snacks and munchy things and things to drink. And it's especially important because all the proceeds go to help defray the cost of sending some of our world music, or our world percussion students to PASIC, which is the Percussive Art Society International Conference, which we're going to do soon, and where they will be stars. So anything you do there helps them. And this is really quite an amazing event. It's going to be an emotionally amazing and musically amazing event. This is the celebration of over 40 years of extraordinary generosity and caring and wisdom and artistic mastery that our school has benefited and has been really lucky to receive from Dzidzorgbe Lawluvi. This is her retirement celebration, that's true. And you're going to have many lessons in how to pronounce that name. For those of us who have a hard time with it, she also has been going under the name Beatrice, but that's really just for gringos. Anyway, I stole that from Alan Ayer, who will talk with you in a minute. Anyway, so thank you for coming to share this extraordinary event. You're going to enjoy the music, and you're going to enjoy the amazing spirit that you're going to see on stage. So it's all participatory, so get ready for a great journey. And to help us through that journey, or to guide us a bit, I'd like to introduce our amazing African music and dance MC, Alan Ayer.
Thank you, David, and welcome everyone to tonight's festivities. How y'all doing? That's what we want to hear, only a lot more, right? But we're going to get to that. My name, as David said, is Alan Ayer. I'm a graduate of this program. 30 years ago, I got my master's in African music and dance here, and it's been my privilege to be associated with the program ever since that, in many capacities, including being master of ceremonies for most of the African concerts over those years. Tonight's concert is a celebration of the teaching and performance legacy of Dzidzorgbe Beatrice Lawluvi. Dzidzorgbe, whose name means happy day, will be drawing her long and illustrious career here at CalArts to a close.
Happy day.
But I have to talk over this. I hope you can hear me. As sad as it is to witness the end of an era, in the spirit of her name, this will be a happy day, performed and recollections of her time here at CalArts. Since we are all here to enjoy performances of music and dance from West Africa and to honor a great teacher, dancer, and human being, let us start paying our respects to this amazing woman by learning how to say her name. Okay, so how do people who do not speak Anglo-Ewe, her native tongue, say her name? I've come up with a device that I hope will help. Everyone here familiar with a little tune we sing every December called Jingle Bells? Okay, so I'll say jingle bells, then you say jingle bells, okay? Jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Beautiful. You sure you're not from West Africa? Okay, so G, jingle, right? G, that's the first syllable of her name. Second syllable. Anybody here ever heard of Zorro, the masked swordsman? Okay, imagine Zorro's name with the D at the beginning. So Zorro, with the D at the beginning, would be Zorro, but we're only going to do the first syllable. So first say Zorro, Zorro. Now, just the first syllable, Zo, Zo. So far, we have Ji, Zo. We're almost there, right? I ran out of great ideas about words that would help us with the last syllable of her name, but when I was recently paddling my kayak on Castaic Lake, wondering how are we going to come up with something for that last syllable, a motorboat went by, just idling slowly, a couple bass fishermen, and I noticed that the motor made a sound like this. Bug, 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 bug. So, repeat after me. Bug, 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 bug. So it's easy, right? G as in jingle, Zo as in Zorro, and Ba as in Ba. So please repeat after me. Dzidzorgbe. You all passed the test. You may stay for the rest of the concert. Okay, you're so good at it. I want you to say it 3 times and louder each time. Okay, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then we'll say it together. We'll say it again. We'll say it a 3rd time. 1, 2, 3. Dzidzorgbe. Dzidzorgbe. Was born November 19th, 1944 in Ghana's Volta region in the town of Anyako in an area known as Weto. She was born into a family of 25 siblings. Africa's answer to the Brady Bunch? Household life was very simple. Mom would tend to the children, go to the market, take care of home. And Dad, well, he distilled his own alcohol made from palm nut oil and sugar cane. Can't get any better than that, right? If you have ever been to Ghana, you've probably heard of akpeteshi, also known as kill me quick. Let's just say moonshine ain't got nothing on this. Dzidzorgbe did daily chores and helped with the family income by selling sugar cane. During her adolescent years, she loved to run track. She also learned how to sew, which was very common for girls. Her love and passion for dance started at a relatively late age, but we will get to that story in a moment. Our first performance is a suite of cult pieces near and dear to Dzidzorgbe's heart. These pieces belong to the Yewe cult. Dzidzorgbe's mother was a member of this religious society. As a lifelong member, she had a high-ranking title known as Natudoho, which can be translated as old woman and big mother. There is not much we can say when it comes to the Yewe cult music for fear of breaching contract. Cult members are sworn to secrecy. So basically, if you have to ask, you don't need to know. Or to put it another way, we could tell you, but then we'd have to yada, yada, yada. Our Yewe suite will start off with Ago Bagba, which is one of the religious dances of a sacred shrine. Then it will lead into Sohu, the god of thunder and lightning. And finally, the last section of the suite is called China, which is used to alert all members of the cult and neighboring community at large to the commencement of a ritual. Enjoy the Yewe suite. Okay, now, just to be clear, if any of you do make it to Ghana, you didn't see a thing, right? Okay. Our next number will be an interlude of calabash drumming. The first piece will be called Little Bash. This piece was inspired by traditional West African calabash music. Its composition was guided by Beatrice, Dzidzorgbe, and explores the sound of two calabash and shakers. The composer would like to thank Beatrice for teaching her so much about this music, and Clarice Castillo and Josh Linsky for playing with her. Please enjoy calabash drumming.
Hi, Debbie. It's Kwashua, and I wanted to wish you, well, I wanted to congratulate you on coming to the end of an amazing history at CalArts, frankly. It's a huge amount of work, and you have been the example of talent and grace, feminine power and energy. You were totally my rock when we lived in Africa, and so many things you and I have gone through together, and I've missed seeing you, really. You were my example of being an amazing mother when Yeko was born, and all the things you taught me about being a mom, about cooking, yakaike. You're a fantastic cook too, but your dancing is remarkable, and I'm so glad that you get a chance now even though it's retirement, you know you're going to probably be busier than ever. So I hope it's fun. I hope it's fabulous, prosperous, and for all my family, as kind of the spokesperson for them, for Mom and Dad, whom I know would want me to let you know this. We love you. You are a part of our family eternally, and we all wish you the very best that you could have in your life. So, enjoy.
And now we have an epic story associated with an epic piece of music. Growing up Ghanaian, music in one form or another was part of daily life. Dzidzorgbe's father would frequently gather the kids around and play drums for them to sing and dance to. Imagine an African version of the Jackson 5 times 5. Dzidzorgbe's love for kids and had her frequently watching her younger cousins, nieces, and nephews. As fate would have it, one day she had to babysit for her sister-in-law who was participating in a performance. It was in this performance in 1959 that Dzidzorgbe first saw the epic dance known as Achagbeko, or Agbeko for short. And needless to say, it was love at first sight. Now let me remind you that up until this time, this dance was solely for men, young warriors pledging the great oath, Atamga, that the ancestral Ewe-speaking people would take before going into battle. This was a key moment in Dzidzorgbe's call to dance. Until that time, women did not participate in dancing Agbeko, but that was all about to change. Dzidzorgbe was so moved and inspired by the powerful yet graceful movements that she went home and immediately started to replicate the moves that were stuck in her head, behind closed doors, of course. To her surprise, her father caught a glimpse of her dancing and was shocked at how well she picked up the intricate style of the dance. He confessed to this young woman, who was new to the dance, that he, a man, could not do it as well as she was doing it right then. He was completely amazed by what he saw and decided to take her to the authority on Agbeko, Husunu Ladzekbo. Ladzekbo. That name sounds familiar. Ah, yes. This was none other than the older brother of Kobla Ladzekbo, whom, as many of you know, eventually became Dzidzorgbe's husband. The late Husunu was a master drummer in the truest sense of the word. He was the village's foremost authority on Ewe music, and he specialized in Achagbeko. Dzidzorgbe's father brought her to him. She showed him what she had learned by watching, and he was impressed. He said that the way she was dancing was correct and encouraged her to continue to dance Agbeko. Eventually, she started to participate in performances of Agbeko at village gatherings. For a girl to dance a men's dance, one might expect scolding and resistance from the men who were the guardians of Ewe tradition. But in order for a tradition to persevere, it must retain its essence while at the same time being vital and dynamic. Sometimes it is necessary to break with aspects of a tradition in order to ensure a robust future for it. Fortunately for Ewe culture and for all of us, the men who were the keepers of Agbeko's gate recognized Dzidzorgbe's insight and talent and encouraged her. Hey, if it is possible that the best place to study African music is right here in Valencia, California, then it is also possible that the best man for the job is a woman. Let's hear it for women. Word got around and curiosity spread. People wanted to come see this woman who was dancing Agbeko. It was then that one very special person wanted to see this great female dancer of Agbeko for himself, a young man by the name of Kobla Ladzekbo. And that, folks, was history in the making. More on this love story a little later. But for now, we bring you Agbeko performed by students, alumni, and our honoree, the first woman, or first lady, if you will, of the Ewe people to break through the gender barrier. Dzidzorgbe Lawluvi Ladzekbo. And before they get started, let me just add that we would like to dedicate this performance of Agbeko to the memory of the late, great John Bergamo, CalArts faculty and percussionist extraordinaire, who made a home playing with the African Ensemble for many years. Thank you.
Adzanu maregbe kondegbe ha maiso maiso Adzanu maregbe kondegbe ha maiso maiso Miele tonto miele sana anadoge maiso maiso Miele tonto miele sana anadoge maiso maiso Adzanu maregbe ha
Hi, Auntie Beatrice, I affectionately called you. It's Danielle, and I just wanted to say it has been a privilege and an honor to have worked with you and alongside you my 4 years at CalArts. The lessons that we learned are invaluable. I still carry them with me, even though I've completed my time there. Thank you so much for how you invested in our lives, not only through dance, but through teaching us, through instilling principles, through motivating and inspiring us. I love you. I pray for your continual health, your blessings and prosperity, and I wish you well. Mwah.
Our next interlude will be Husago. Husago is a religious dance performed by members, again, of the Yeve religious sect among the Ewe-speaking people of Ghana, Togo, and Benin. This is one of the 7 different styles that belong to Yeve. We give you Husago. After making a name for herself by developing her extraordinary talent for dance, Dzidzorgbe went on to the University of Ghana in Legon for the African Studies program in 1962. There, she learned music notation, as well as cultural dances from parts of Ghana and countries other than her own. This is how she became knowledgeable about dance styles other than the Ewe dances that she grew up with. This was the early purpose of the African Studies Department at Legon, to educate and promote interculturalism among the many diverse ethnic groups in Ghana. At this time, Koblala Zekpo, who would eventually become her husband, had already been teaching there. It was soon after that their relationship began and would grow into the future dynamic teaching duo. After 3 years at the university, she earned her certificate and was then able to travel as a professional dancer with the Ghana Dance Ensemble. With the company, she toured to African countries, Europe, Russia, and South America. Our next dance is Horsetail Acha, also known as Togo Acha, which is another one of Dzidzorgbe's favorites, and it sounds like we have some fans out there of this piece. The name Acha in the Ewe language means style or to display, and wow, does this woman ever display her uncanny knack for style, as you'll see up here on the screen. Much like in Achagbeko, her stylistic display and eye-catching prowess in Horsetail Acha is mesmerizing and leaves those watching in awe. The beauty of the movements in Horsetail Acha is enhanced by the use of 2 horsetails by each of the dancers. Only performed by women, the dancers follow specific calls, which then are allowed to be beautifully displayed in their own individual and unique style. We now bring you Horsetail Acha.
Lawluvi. Machinale.
Didn't even know you were there. My bad. So much. Is this okay? Yes, perfect. Thanks. Cool.
Sorry, we had a little technical malfunction there. You were supposed to get a video message from Star Reese, if any of you know her, but technology is great when it works, huh? S.K. Kakraba is a traditional xylophone player from northwest Ghana. He comes from a xylophone family and is the son of the late xylophone master Kakraba Lobi. And those of you who've been coming to these concerts over the years have heard his father perform. SK's father brought him south to teach at the University of Ghana at Legon, where he worked under Professor Kwabena Nketia at the International Center for African Music and Dance. While here at CalArts for a 4-week residency, SK worked with many students teaching the guil, a Ghanaian xylophone. In this interlude, he'll be accompanied by one of his students, James Waterman. This piece, current pride and joy of the CalArts World Music Program in African music. This piece is recreational music that is played at festivals. We give you xylophone music from Ghana. Thank you. After touring the globe with the Ghana National Dance Company, Dzidzorgbe and Kobla eventually got married. Kobla was invited to come teach in the U.S. at Columbia University. It was there that he met the late great ethnomusicologist, Dr. Nicholas England. At that time, Dzidzorgbe was still in Ghana, pregnant with their first child. It was not until later, thanks again to Nick England, that she came to the United States. Dr. England later invited Kobla and Dzidzorgbe to join him at CalArts when he was hired here as Associate Dean of the Music School in 1970 when CalArts opened. This was the start of the World Music Faculty and the beginning of the World Music Program. Dzidzorgbe's calling was clear. Not only did she have a great love for dance, but she also had a tremendous love for children. One of the joys of her long teaching career was being able to work with CalArts' celebrated Community Arts Partnership, more commonly known as CAP. Let's hear it for the CAP program. Respect. In 1990, the CAP program started as a way to link the Institute and the diverse communities of Los Angeles County through free after-school, school-based, and summer arts programs for youth. CAP has a dual mission centered on bringing high-quality arts programs to K-12 students in a multitude of communities and focused on providing programs in which CalArts students are trained to teach in a variety of environments throughout Los Angeles County. Dzidzorgbe became involved with CAP around 1993 and has done countless school assemblies and workshops. She also became highly visible in the extension of CAP's numerous programs, one being Art School. Our next performance is a video of the children of West Creek Academy. Dzidzorgbe and her other infamous sidekick, none other than her daughter Yeko Ladzekbo Cole, started with this, yeah, leg Yeko! Can't say enough about that young lady, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, they both started in the school in 2010, when the children you're going to see in this video were in kindergarten. Wait till you see them now. It is the continued commitment, love, and support of teachers like Dzidzorgbe and organizations such as CAP that makes these programs so successful and gives these children an invaluable experience that could possibly change their lives in the most profoundly positive ways. The children very much wanted to be here tonight, but could not due to it being a school night. So, come on, Mom and Dad, couldn't they have stayed up late once? So they videotaped their performance for us to see this evening. Here are the 4th grade students whom again began this program in kindergarten of the West African Drum and Dance class at West Creek Academy.
Hi, Beatrice. I am so glad I had the opportunity to study with you. I loved going to class. The classes were so much fun for me. The music, the rhythm, and the spirit that the music evoked, and learning the movements, and you sharing your culture, your music, your song. Even though I didn't know the language, I still felt what we were singing, and it felt very much at home for me. And I'm just so glad that you were there when I was there, and that I had that chance to study with you. And I hope many good things for you to come in this new phase, and for us to stay in touch. Thank you so much, and many blessings.
Hi, it's Marcus. I wanted to say thank you very much for all that you taught me while I was at CalArts. I really loved your class. It was the highlight of my week. I still talk about you to this day, and how you can just break it down, get down with us, have fun, and work it. Happy retirement. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your family. And I wish you all the best. Much love.
You can tell there are a lot of people whose lives were deeply touched and wonderfully transformed by their contact with Dzidzorgbe who cannot be here tonight. Sambalash is composed by CalArts student Clarice Castillo. It's a composition. Clarice! Who you've already heard perform many times, and she held down the bell in Agbeko, which is no easy task. I'm very impressed. Anyway, yes, respect again. Sambalash is a composition for two calabashes and percussion inspired by traditional Ewe and Brazilian rhythms. Clarice would like to thank Beatrice Lawluvi for sharing her knowledge of calabash, and to her fellow performers, Carrie Stevens, who incidentally was the composer of the first piece, and Josh Linsky for collaborating on this piece. We have a special edition of the program, someone who was not planning on being here at printing time, but we're very delighted to have him back, a graduate of the World Music Program in African Music here at CalArts. So as the audio crew sets up a microphone for this unexpected number, or maybe he can use this one if there's nothing else available. The shaker that you saw in the last piece is called Kichikbo. And the way I understand it, this is a children's toy, like, I don't know, a plastic three-keyed piano or something like that in this culture. When Anthony Douglas was living in Ghana, he would walk from one village to another, several miles at a time, and he had a set of Kichikbo. He'd play them, and he brought it from the level of a children's toy to concert solo performance. So it's a great example of someone from outside a culture coming in, seeing something, seeing beauty and potential in it that hadn't been recognized or developed previously, and taking it to new heights. So he's got to catch a plane to get back to Boston, where he just flew in from earlier today, believe it or not. But we're very glad to have with us tonight Anthony Douglas on Kichikbo.
First time I was asked to do this was 11 years ago in one of these concerts, and my future wife was in the audience. She was out here looking at CalArts, and we'd never met before, and we talked about it later, and I said, so you saw me playing. That was it. And she said, well, actually, I said, why are they letting a 12-year-old boy perform on the stage? So, but here goes. But I got a wife out of it. Love you, Dzidzorgbe!
As they say in Ewe, da Feminye, have a safe journey home. Dzidzorgbe would go back home to Ghana frequently to continue to research other regional dances and bring new dance styles back to America through CalArts. One of these dances is called Bawa. Bawa is a harvest festival dance of the Dagarti people in northwestern Ghana. It is performed as an expression of joy and thankfulness to the Almighty Father and to the lesser spirits for an abundant harvest. It is now also performed on recreational, social, and religious occasions. We give you Bawa. as Austin Powers would say, yeah, baby. And accompanying S.K. Krakraba on xylophone is Kevin O'Sullivan. Kevin, great job. Kevin, along with myself and the lead drummer in the ensemble, Andrew Greshaw, all graduates of the program here at CalArts. Okay, we finally made it to intermission. This has been the lion's share of the duration of the concert, but trust me, the best is yet to come. So stand up, stretch, maybe get some snacks over here and help out the World Percussion Ensemble. And in a few minutes, we'll get back and take her home. Thank you.
Dance like you, the thousands of students that you had, I can't even believe it, that all know all the dances that you've been teaching over the years. Will go on forever. You know, when I first started taking African class at CalArts, I was a ballet dancer, and you know, it took me a while to get used to the new style, but you were so patient and helped me so much, and I still love to whip out my African dance movements on the dance floor when I go dancing with my friends. There's some things that I've taken away that you've taught me. One being how to fold giant pieces of fabric by yourself, which very much impressed my mom. She's like, where'd you learn to do that? And the other is, remember when we were learning Aseni, and I think it was Aseni, and I couldn't do the shaking because I had never used my butt that way before. I didn't have a skinny little butt. And you kept trying to teach me, and I couldn't do it, but I wanted to do that dance so bad. And so you took me into the bathroom so we could be in private, and you showed me the little trick on how to do the shaking. And I never forgot it. And that's why I'm here in the bathroom right now. I want to show you I can still do it. Look. Well, I can kind of do it. Anyway, it impresses my friends. Anyway, I love you. Oh, I miss you so much. I wish I could see you. I wish I could be there. And I wish you a very long, happy, healthy retirement. Everybody.
All right, well, that was supposed to be our subtle way of drawing you back for the remainder of tonight's event. Before we go on to the next moment, shall I say, I just want to thank a couple of people in particular. You know, this is the end of our 3-day-long World Music Festival. And we've had crew here since Thursday afternoon, round the clock. And although some members of the crew have rotated, there have been 2 people who've been here constantly. And these are 2 warriors of musical production. Our production coordinator, Bob Clendenin, and our director of audio services, John Baffa. Please, a big, big, big round of applause for them. Bob and John. If you've ever done any kind of production, then you might have an inkling of a notion of how demanding this concert is. Multiply that times 10, and you've got the last 72 hours of their lives. Okay, the next item on our agenda is some more graduates of CalArts from years gone by, and they are Charles Levin, John Steinmetz, and Pam Sweetlow. They are going to present a top 10 list a la David Letterman. So take it away, Charles, John, and Pam.
I think many of you know this lady in the middle of the stage.
my African Jewish mother.
My name is John Steinmetz. This is Charles Levin, and we were students here at CalArts in the African Music Ensemble in the 20th century. And we would like to honor Dzidzorgbe tonight with a great West African tradition of a top 10 list. This was actually, David Letterman discovered this when he was traveling in eastern Ghana and adapted it, but we're gonna use it tonight. These are the top 10 reasons why we love Dzidzorgbe or Beatrice or whatever her name is. And it starts with number 12. Number 12, washed and ironed miles of costumes for African ensemble performances. Most of her life goes to washing and ironing all these costumes that you see. That'll start again tomorrow and take until the next performance. And she is now the only woman left on 2 continents who knows how to fold an African cloth the right way. And if you don't know how to do it the right way, God help you. And in honor of this item, we have a presentation for you. Now that you're leaving CalArts, you may cut the cord. Andrew, could we have a drum roll, please?
Number 11, shattered gender stereotypes by teaching women dances formerly only done by men, encouraged women to play drums, taught women their dance movements, and taught the men theirs, and shall we say, encouraged men to dance, and in my case, the ones who only wanted to play the drums.
Now we have a special gift for you for this item as well, and this is presented by Neely, who was the first woman, American woman, to drum in Anyako in Dzidzorgbe's hometown. And we have for you, Dzidzorgbe, a pair of non-gender specific drumsticks. Pam, I need your help for this one. Or no, it's Jamie, are you doing this? Or you both come on up. Number 10. Dzidzorgbe constantly reminded us that our dancing needs more.
Need to put a little salt and pepper in it.
And so, in honor of this item, we have salt and pepper shakers.
Number 9, made sure we never accepted or passed objects with our left hand, which is for personal hygiene.
So just to make it easier to do things, we brought you an extra right hand. Number 8, never let us get away with any mistakes in class. She is the chief of corrections.
Number 7, always loved the look of sheer confusion at the bakery whenever we asked for her name on a birthday cake.
Number 6, also about your name. Couldn't be bothered when millennial generation students were too lazy to pronounce her first name and resorted to the Christian name Beatrice. And I think this is a good point for all of us. Before she really leaves CalArts, I think once and for all, everybody should finally learn to say her name. Right? Okay, so the first part is G. Everybody say that. G.
G.
A little louder, please.
G.
You can do it louder than that, can't you?
G.
That's it. Okay, then the second part is Zo.
Zo.
Right, D-Z-O. Zo.
Zo.
Okay, third part is the biggest challenge. G-B-E. It's B. B. Okay, now we're going to do the Dzidzorgbe spell out. Okay? I'm going to say, give me a DZI, you say DZI. Then I'm going to say, give me a DZO, you say DZO. I'm going to say, give me a GBE, you say GBE. And then I'll say, what's that spell? And you say Dzidzorgbe. Okay? Got it? Give me a DZI!
DZI.
Give me a DZO!
DZO.
Give me a GBE!
GBE.
What's that spell?
Dzidzorgbe.
What's that spell?
Dzidzorgbe.
Louder now, what's that spell?
Dzidzorgbe.
That's not bad.
Number 5, loved by techno-clueless baby boomers everywhere for a name that makes the most hacker-proof computer password ever.
That's actually true. We know 2 alumni who use her name as their password. Who else?
The password reminder sign.
Okay. Of course, you've read the news. You know you have to change that now. Number 4, fostered inclusiveness in the African Music Ensemble, teaching and encouraging students regardless of skin color or ethnic background, and in some cases, like mine, regardless of talent or ability.
Number 3, excelled in all things culinary, 3-time winner of Food Network's Iron Chef Africa competition, and especially famous for her exotic Ghanaian specialty, elephant blood soup. Now, it just so happens earlier today, I was at Trader Joe's, and I just happened to spot a can of Campbell's elephant blood soup. There's a lot of great text on here, but I just want to read the serving instructions for the stovetop. Heat stirring often with right hand only. Ignore any trumpeting or animal cries. And the nutritional ingredients, 10% salt and pepper, no ivory, no carbs, 90% attitude.
That's the family-size elephant blood soup. Number 2, possesses a contagious laugh that sounds like something from, well, the African jungle.
And the number 1 reason we love Dzidzorgbe or Beatrice or whatever her name is, she has hooked countless American students on African dancing, and for more than 6 decades, she has danced with personality, grace, beauty, and joy. She is one of the finest dancers you will ever see on this earth in any tradition, on any continent. I just want to add real quickly that this toga that's falling apart on me, Dzidzorgbe made this for me in 1974. I picked the cloth out in Northridge because it had Jewish stars on it, and it was forever known after that as the Shmata.
We have lots of flowers to present now. And here's the very top of the top 10 list, her family.
Thanks so much.
All right, help this lady off the stage now. We got some dancing to do. Salt and pepper.
Thank you, Charles, John, and Pam. Madame is requesting that her family join her on stage right now. The photographer is asking if we could turn on some stage lights so we can get a better quality of lighting in his photograph. Can we possibly do that for a moment? It's a family affair. So, our next dance is Dzidzorgbe Adzohu. Dzidzorgbe Adzohu is a cult dance that is associated with one of the war gods of Benin. Traditionally, Adzohu is done in two parts. The first part is for women only. Here, the women gather as a chorus group singing and performing rituals, while the young warriors are prepared spiritually for war. The young male warriors, prior to their departure to the battlefield, do the second part. Since ethnic wars are a thing of the past, women are now able to embrace the male part of this dance for social entertainment. Next, we're going to have another interlude with S.K. Kakraba, and this time it's going to be a little different than the traditional material he's played so far. One of the great things about CalArts, and I'm speaking from personal experience when I say this, is we learn about traditions. At least in the School of Music, we learn the traditions of classical music, of music from other countries, but people are encouraged to develop their own voice, to be innovative, to do something new. As they say, the old rope is woven onto the new one. So in this particular piece, SK will be accompanied by two guitarists, Jack Doubt, Stephen Van Betten, and a couple of percussionists, Kari Stevens and Cooper Walken. This song is an original composition by SK's father, Kakraba Lobi. The two worked together to transcribe the Geel parts for the guitar. Thank you.
Dzidzorgbe, I want you to know that being in African dance was one of the best parts of being in CalArts. When I think of CalArts, there is always a memory of us dancing somewhere. In the African room, outside of the African room, in the hallways, in the soccer field, cafeteria L-shape, main gallery, ROD, mod. Thank you. Thank you for allowing that to happen, for giving me that confidence. People thought I was a dance major, which is great. Thank you. I want to wish you a very happy retirement. I want to dance with you again. You are the best, and you know it. Thank you.
Dzidzorgbe's African dance class and Advanced African Ensemble were two of my most favorite classes during my CalArts career. Dzidzorgbe, I want to thank you for taking the most inexperienced, clumsiest photography major and making her into a dancer. I'm so sorry I can't be there right now. I really wish I could, but I'm living in New York at the moment. I want to congratulate you on an amazing career and to wish you a great retirement.
Our final performance for this evening, well, sort of, is a series of praise name dances from the Dzidzorgbe people of northern Ghana with visiting guest artist Sule Amoro. I'm glad to hear that that name isn't strange to everyone. Again, if you've been coming to African concerts over the years, you've seen Sule before, and you know that we have to pay him triple scale because he's a triple threat. He's a great drummer, great dancer, great singer, and I've said it before, but I'm going to repeat it tonight. I once heard someone say that the difference between excellence and greatness is humility, and Sule is truly one of the great ones. Among the Dzidzorbes, praise names are given to newly inducted chiefs, and then set to drumming rhythms by the drummers in the community. Praise names are usually metaphorical representations of the new chief's character and personality. Praise names are usually played for individual dancers upon their request and for the chief or members of his family as they dance. In this evening's performance, a group of dancers will display a selection of praise names. Enjoy praise names from the Dzidzorgbe.
Beatrice Wuma, Calasso Purana to my pam. David here, we are Purana to my pam. Wobla, Mbama Purana to my pam. So Mr. Matapabia, Yapura Wuma, not to my pam. Come on, some of the Pabia and Bolo Yukulia, you'll tell them go. To come up full of a year, with a cover back. Get me changa, there's also, you know, Kabu back. But I happen in ye, Casabu Kulo. You know, the Kalamanga. You don't the Kalamanga, so Pabia. I am no woman, Casella woman, Gakoga. Come on, what up, Pabia, and I would know what you woman desire, but we just solid. No way, come to Gunia, solid. Mama Pura, Carasan, man, to my pump. Alan woman, I'm a young last man in my pump. You'll be there, I can day. You'll be there, can you? Once a year ago.
Beatrice. This is Anna from Brazil, composer, dancer. I hope you remember me because I'll never forget you. Your classes were wonderful. I had the best time of my life being at CalArts and being with you in the African dance. And I've learned a lot of things. I learned the joy of the African music and African percussion, African dance. The joy of being with you, a wonderful professional, very respectful, and a very strong woman. I'll just never forget you. You deserve the best retirement in the world. And I just send you all my Brazilian love with the bottom of my heart. Brazil.
Hi Dzidzorgbe, it's Nico from Maui. Happy retirement. I wish I could be there, I really do. I couldn't make it out this time, unfortunately. I'm just thinking about how many people you've affected throughout the years. It's a pretty amazing feat what you've done for your music and culture. Like I said, I wish I could be there. I'm there in spirit though today. I wish all you guys the best performance. Tell Cobble I said hello. And I love you guys. You take care, alright?
Yes, the legendary Nico Spezzacatena in that last video message. And man, can he kick it. Okay, so we are just about at the close of the concert, but before we go any further, Madame, one more time, would you please come up to the stage? Respect. Okay, before we go any further, I would like to call back to the stage the Dean of the Herb Alpert School of Music at CalArts, David Rosenboom, for a special presentation.
Dzidzorgbe, you have given us more than we can even verbalize, but and I can barely imagine how I could do more than underscore, more underscoring than what has already been done. But I do have one official act to do and a gift to give you from the entire School of Music, all its faculty, and all of its students. In my bag here. We have a little plaque for you, which you can display somehow, but first I want to read it. Here it is. CalArts, Beatrice in quotes. Dzidzorgbe, Lawluvi. Upon the occasion of your retirement after 42 years of dedicated service as an extraordinary contributor to our African music and dance program, and in recognition of your masterful artistry, our community expresses deep admiration, appreciation, and thanks to Herb Alpert School of Music, California Institute of the Arts.
No, you may not go. That's the first time I ever told her she can't do something. Okay, your daughter has joined us on stage. But before I hand the microphone over to her, I just want to say, you know, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. Ever hear that one before? We have tried to share with you the many wonderful qualities of this extraordinary woman tonight, and rest assured, every single one of those attributes can also be found in buckets in this, her magnificent daughter, Yeko, who has you know I'm not giving this up. Okay, so help teach the dances, the costumes, the folding, the washing, the ironing, yes. Organize special weekend rehearsals for our guest artists, 3 hours long, and at the end of it, served 40 people food that she personally made. The same kind of tireless energy, the same kind of I would never ask you to do anything I wouldn't do, but hang on to your hats, because trying to keep up with these two women is totally exhausting and exhilarating at the same time. Leadership, integrity, charisma. All I can say is thank the powers that be for Dzidzorgbe and for Yeko. Please, 2 generations of Wonder Woman.
Okay, so I know it's late. I apologize, but it's for a good reason. My mom, and I just have to say that it has been a wonderful experience being by both my parents' sides, and especially these last few years after my father's retirement in 2007, now it's her turn. Most of you don't know the history, but as you can see, hopefully in the pictures, that I could share that with you. I was literally born at this school. There are people on the stage that can vouch for knowing me when I was brewing in there. And when my mom was dancing around these halls, you know, with people behind her just thinking she was gonna drop me at any second. So it's been a long time coming, and it's just been an awesome year this year. I don't remember laughing as hard in classes, and all the students back there can also vouch for me. It's just been a wonderful time this year. So with that being said, I have 2 more surprises for you. One, I know that all of you saw these awesome shirts that we've been wearing, okay? And Miss Leia designed these for you, and she has the original drawing for you. Leia, can you come out, please? She wants to give you and the original, da-da-da-da, nice and framed. Okay, and now, my drummers, can you come out, please? We have another surprise. Oh, and our family, please, the Lazapo Bologna clan, can you please come and join the stage? Come on out. Okay, so, I don't know, you may want to sit for this one. Okay, let's gather around, gather around. All right, so we have a special guest, last but not least, that will be singing a special song. You will see the lyrics up here on the screen if you feel so inclined to follow along. And I'd like to have her come out. I won't say who she is. Close your eyes, Ma. Close your eyes. She's just going to start to serenade you. And maybe you can figure it out.
I want to say thank you so much, Dzidzorgbe and Groller. You guys are the most amazing. You've given us so many gifts to everyone here. And I want to say
Happy retirement to you. Happy happy retirement to you. Happy retirement, happy retirement, happy retirement to you. Everyone, happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to you. Your name, happy day. How will you celebrate? Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to you. Happy retirement to you. When you dance, 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 no one else has a chance. Happy retirement to you. You dance like Greco as a girl. You dance like Greco as a girl. Did you know that you were changing the world when you danced like Greco as a girl? Happy retirement to you. Everybody, happy retirement to you. When you hit that floor, we all love and adore. Happy retirement to you.
Okay, so the way it goes in Africa, the music never stops, the party's never over. So please follow the samba procession led by Clarice Castillo through the main gallery for a light reception in Dzidzorgbe's honor. Thank you so much for coming. You've been a great audience.